Welcome back, Malta Archery. I forgot. There we go. The second item I received from Custom Thumb Rings. This is the Majra. Has many names like Navak, Tongjan, Tong-A, Solenarion overdraw device. This is quite long. I measured it already. It's 37 inches. Oh, today it's windy. I hope you can hear me. So 37 inches, so you really can make sure even when you have a long bow, a long draw bow, not a long bow, you can shoot this device. Why do you want to shoot a thing like this? Let's assume you have here a Hun style bow like this one from AF Archery, which I got from Thomas. 34 inch I think is the draw, or 35. And you have a long arrow which is very heavy, and you shoot this arrow. So it's fine, look. It's fine and nice. But of course, a heavy arrow, a long arrow. If you don't want that, kitty, go out of the way. So now you have a very short arrow because you want either shoot a very lightweight arrow, so you can shoot further away, or you shoot short arrows. It's a bit clunky. This needs a little fiddly. So. Or of course you want to shoot shorter arrows, so your enemy, when he wants to shoot the arrows back, will have a slight problem with it. So kind of like this. And see, you can draw. This is a 20-inch arrow. I draw now really long, and you can shoot this arrow. It takes a little until you get used to it, especially the loading sequence is a little fumbly in the beginning. You get there. And this is, compared to the Seeper, feels so much more safe, because you have here really the arrow in this channel. If it's not a bend and a twist arrow, well, it should be fine. Let's see, I draw now Slavic because, or oh god, I shall not say Slavic. See? That's really, really cool. Forget accuracy for the moment. Not going to work with me now, but I think you get the point. So you always fiddle it here through. The arrow from there, shooting a bit longer arrow, a normal range arrow from here. You knock this dude. See, and once you do it a few times, see, and you can overdraw. See, the arrow is already, woohoo, and gives it a nice kick. Takes a bit. But the question is now, I mean, I don't know if it's a question, but could you shoot this 3 fingers? Did anyone ever try to shoot 3-finger draw with this? If not, I will be happy to announce that I'm the first. So we knock it, we hold it, this is, it's kind of, let's see, 3-finger draw. Would work theoretically. Mediterranean. You have the arrow on. Best would be you first knock the arrow, and then you come across with, yeah, now I push the arrow away again. So that needs a little practice, like everything in life. And look what I do. I shoot this guy 3 fingers. Because I can. See now, when you see the arrow is here, the arrow is now already way beyond. You saw theoretically you can shoot even Mediterranean with it, but which sense does it make? I don't know. So you see this short arrow. If I would shoot this short arrow now normal, not so powerful. With the Majra, and then you see what you can do. You can draw way further back, and you get with the time even accurate. Even this is what was not the purpose, because it was simply meant for shooting very lightweight arrows very far, but you can make it work. And you can draw, and of course you can put this hand then back there and have this there, so, but this is our details. Works very good. So now let's see if we can do a speed test. I'm not sure with this wind. Let's aim for a haystack back there. So I shoot now a 29-inch 320 grain arrow. $145. I shoot the same arrow with the Majra. Let's see what we can do. Was not working. Didn't measure. 52. Oh, this thing is not working. So, you know what I do? Shoot the short one. $125. And it's not about now the speed of the bow, it's simply the comparison. Arrow, one of these short wood arrows. We're at 125. Let's see what we get now in full draw. 133. So, hey, it's windy. You can tell. And now let's see. 133. 169. 30 foot per second more. Yeah, didn't measure. 169 again. So, but you see, you get 30, 40 foot per second easy. More out of it. That was fast now. Told you, needs a bit practice. 181. Cool. So, it's too windy. So with these short arrows, they are, I don't know, maybe 20 inches or not even 18 inches. You can shoot them with a 34-inch draw, because this thing is 37 inches, so that's not a problem. And we made 130 feet per second only this arrow. And with the Majra, we made 180. See, this is normal arrow. Of course, we have an arrow again, huh? 133 with the arrow by itself and 181, so almost 50 feet per second more with the overdraw device. So now you see that it really made sense to have it. In the beginning it's a little, like everything new, you need to learn and figure how you do it. Especially I still don't know where to put these. Is it better on there? Most probably. I think it's better on the pinky or something than on the thumb. I have one left. Okay, shoot it. No arrow is left behind. So, and then the only thing is always go between the string and the bow with your Majra. We are rolling, and the last shot for today. 176. Yeah, okay, that was not full draw, so this bow is capable of more. But you see, you get 50 feet per second more out of it because of this tunnely device here. And you can, choking. So, because you can't have that lightweight arrows in that length, they will break, so you need heavy arrows. Then you make 150, 160 foot per second. Because the arrow is heavy and long. With the other ones you make 180. Of course the penetration power will not be the same because the arrow is quite light, but you can shoot very far. Interesting device. Needs a little fiddly, needs a little workaround that you get used to it. But then it works. Gives you 50 foot per second more with the small arrows. Interesting. So this simply, and then you can do even your ping, this hand back, and fling it and stuff like this. Thank you Custom Thumb Rings for sending it to me. Interesting device. I definitely need to practice way more with this. You know, once you have 1,000 repetitions or 10,000 repetitions, then you get the hang easier of it. In the beginning it's a little fiddly because you have one thing more to fiddle on the bow and between the bow and make sure that everything is lined up. But once you figure, really fun. The Tatar bow by Annibale. So I found an easy way to load my arrows. I simply place them directly there, put it through, knock them, done. Then it's not that fiddly like last time. And then look, this bow does 29 inches. Easy overdraw, boom. Oh, my back. See, place the arrow with the knock lined up already. And you can put it there, knock it, and you're ready to shoot. And then it's a heck of a fun. It needs practice, but once you get the hang of it, it's totally fun. So everybody should try this one. And then, even accuracy, you get there. So even when you don't want to shoot enough light shooting at long distance, when you think here you want to shoot some short arrows, always please make sure that you're in the arrow weight allowed or recommended arrow weight of your bow. And then it's, look at this. Fun, really fun. See, I put the arrow in already, line it up there, fiddle it through the bow, knock, I'm ready to go. Waha! Of course you could put now your right hand, your draw hand back and swing this thing out and whatever, but you find your way, whatever works for you. This one works not just for me. And when you do, look here, a slight katra, then this thing doesn't dangle there, because then it's gone. I scratched it now somewhere. So maybe you need to do a kind of katra with it. Let's check if this would make life easier. Yep. Do a slight katra, works better. But then look, loading goes now faster. It's not so fiddly anymore. Ooh. And it's really, really fun. So what we saw, you make 40-50 foot per second at least, from normal draw of short arrows to longer draw. But you know, of course you do it, so it's not a scientific test. It's fun, it's a little fiddly in the beginning, but once you get the hang of it, and you see even with a cheap Tatar bow, Annibale, heck of a fun. So really check this out. Of course you can build it by yourself. I built once one out of this river cane here, but it was not that stable and that durable. So this is really, when you see the bottom part is very thick, so this is a durable piece of thing. My river cane was not so durable. And then it's, again, you have the arrow behind you, and when the thing breaks, so be sure. Of course you could make it out of PVC or something, but this is nice. What you need here is this part here. The arrow needs to be knocked on this flat part of the tonga or the Majra. And then when you shoot, the string lifts the arrow and pushes the arrow forwards, making sure that the tip is always inside the channel. See that? Lifts the arrow gently, and with this it makes sure that the tip is always inside of this channel, so it doesn't come out by accident or something. It's quite smart. See that? Clicky. And then you can shoot. Yeah, it works too, but then you need to really make sure that this thing is completely in line, that when you draw, that this is exactly in position. But then even thumb release, I need to try it again. Even thumb release will work. It's a little tricky because you really need to make sure that you hold everything. Well, and then it works. Needs practice, a lot of practice, but then I prefer more I scratch it now somewhere here, see? Something is scratching, most probably the string. So that's why you need to get this out. Otherwise you have a little wear and tear. So it needs practice, but it's really fun, even with a cheap bow. Again, make sure that you don't overdo it with the weight of your arrows for your bow, which you use. It's cool, it needs practice, and then it's fun. So simply get one and try it. Find the way. For me, Slavic release or Persian release, or I don't know, you know. The Slavics, for what were they known? Maybe for their release. Slavic release works best for me, because then I have here nice control. I can hold this, I can hold the arrow, I can hold everything nice and tight. I can draw, feels a bit more secure for me. But it works with thumb release too, needs a little more fiddly. But you get used to it. Start with very low draw weight, as usual, and then start building up. Always be safe. Then it's fun. It's for me more fun than the Seeper we did last time, where we have it here and then the arrow is really behind the bow here, and you know, when you do something wrong, the arrow can get stuck. Here you have the safe channel, the arrow stays in the channel, so gives me a way safer feeling to shoot short arrows with a long draw bow. So that's all from me. Get one. It's fun. It's really fun. So, and you see the bottom part is really thick, so you're protected, so it will not snap or break on your bow when you draw, and I think it's important. So always be safe. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you, Custom Thumb Rings, for sending this beautiful item to me. I will test, of course, way more, because I have to. Thank you very much for watching. Catch you in the next one.